your future brothers and sisters. We are on a great run right now. We've organized 80,000 people in 2 years. We have an army out there organizing from coast to coast. And you know, every army has a general. And let's hear it for my general, Jeff Farmer, right here. The other unions are shrinking. The Teamsters are growing. And they're growing because of what's going on here. What you see, what you know. It's not something far away. It's what you hear. And as I walked around the room, I met people from UPS. Where the UPS brothers, eh? I met people from I met people from every different place. Where's the people from Collier County? I got news for you. We've got Hernando, they got their contract done. Everything we do, you will vote on. You will have the input. We will put together a committee to know what are the problems there. We know there's problems. But we want to hear from you, because who knows the problems better than you? You're the ones that know what we've got to do, what to do to make it right, to make it fair. And that's what this is all about, fairness. We are going to reach down and find every spot, every problem, and try and fix everything in that contract. I want to say something also about Ken Wood. You know, Kenny's been up here, he's been the MC, he's the vice president from the South, and you know what? We've made a lot of trips down here because Ken is doing a great job. He's organizing, he's putting thousands of people in the Teamsters Union in Florida. Let's hear it! You're back, baby. You got your back. This is what we need. Somebody got your back. And you know, that's the kind of power we have. That's the kind of enthusiasm we have. And this is a right to work safe. You know, when I have people come to me and they say, you know, we really can't organize in the Teamsters Union. Are you kidding me? Come to Pasco County. But you got to have enthusiasm. You got to reach out to people. You got to have an idea. And that's what this is all about, an idea. We're organizing, and you know, remember Ken, when we came down, we flew to Jacksonville and organized 1,000 first student people. They said that couldn't be done. 1,000 new Teamsters, and they have a contract now. And we've gone on to every county, and we're just getting started. We are on a roll right now. But it comes down to each one of you, because what do you want? You want a better life. You want a better life, but you deserve a better life. You want respect on the job. Are you getting respect now? You're coming to the Teamsters. You want dignity on the job. But most of all, you want to say in your daily life. Because you're putting your whole life into this. This is a career you have. And you ought to have some say about where you work. You ought to have some dignity where you work. And most of all, what you need is power. And that's what we're going to give you. It's been a little hard fight. But you know, they said that they filed 6 months ago, and it took 6 months to get the election scheduled. Can you believe that? That's got to come to an end. And you know why that is? That gives them time to work on you, to give you fear, to maybe try and take away the union's power. That's not a coincidence. 6 months? That's ridiculous. But finally we got the date. We got September 7th. The votes are going up. What you got to do now, this is the hard part, because you're here. You're here, and you're going to vote. Raise your hand if you're going to vote. All right, that's what I need. But there's 1,000 people. So what we got to do is we got to reach out to your brothers and sisters that work with you and say, what are you involved? Do you want a better life? Do you want more wages? Do you want dignity? All those complaints when you're crying all the time, this is a chance to change all that. And we're going to do that. But it starts with each one of you. Because you have to go out and reach out to maybe that brother and sister that's not here today. And maybe that you haven't seen them that much. You got to reach out to say, hey, the ballots are coming. And maybe you don't want to go and be at these meetings. Maybe you're a little bit afraid that somebody's going to take your picture. There are people like that. But they also have the same fears that we do. They want to have some help. So what we got to do, we got to help them get some power. We got to give them some power, and we can do that. But each one of you has got to reach out to the people that are not here. And you got to call them up on the phone, the people you know, that are maybe your brothers and sisters that you work with, and you know them. And say, hey, when that ballot comes, mark on there, Teamsters Union. You got that. And that's the way. We're going to be the secret power out there. Because we're going to be working, and when those ballots goes out, the employer, the county's not going to know what's going on. They're going to say, what's going to happen? We're going to be working night and day. But it's going to take each one of you. Yeah, we're going to do that GOTV. You heard about that? That's all fancy work for calling people, robocalls, calling your homes. But we can only do so much. The most important people are you. Because you're the ones they know. They heard about me. They heard about Kenny, but they don't work there. And what we got to do is get the people that actually work there to be talking to each other. Because you're the most important people we have, and you're the best salespeople. Because you believe, you are part of the why we're here, why we got the number of cards we got, why we got on the ballot. It's because of you. But there are the silent people out there, I call them the silent majority, that want it but don't have the courage to stand up. Well, it don't take no courage to vote that vote at home and take it to the mailbox. That's not hard to do. But we got to get the job done, and that's where voting, contact, and follow-through is what it's on. Somebody said, we got to get that ballot off the top of the refrigerator. When that ballot comes to your home, run to the mailbox. Run to the mailbox. And you can tell people, I voted. That's what you want to say, I voted. What about you? And the biggest thing you're going to say at work is, did you get your ballot? Did you get your ballot? Did you get your ballot? Did you vote? And you know what you're going to run into? Yeah, I got it, but I just haven't voted yet. I'm thinking about it. I don't know where it's at. That's where you come in. We got to make sure this gets done. We worked too hard to get here. We got too much on the line. We got too much going on. But you got to do it. You got to call the people. We're going to do our part. Are you going to do that? You're going to have to reach out to every person. You're going to call them on the phone. You're going to see them at church. You're going to see them at McDonald's. You're going to see them at work. You're going to see them in the lunchroom. But you got to tell them, vote that ballot, vote Teamsters. Can we do that? Yeah! What are we going to do September 7th? Vote Teamsters! Vote Teamsters! Vote Teamsters!